Hey guys, welcome back. Another early start on a Saturday morning. Maybe about 8 o'clock. And I think this is a place I've never been to before. I'm at Cortachy, just at the foot of the Angus Glens. Kind of like the gateway to the Angus Glens, the Glen Frozen, Glen Isla, Glen Clover and Glen Moy. But I'm going to be looking for that perfect photo. Something that I set out to try and do every time I go out to get to do photography, to be honest. But I think you've got to set your sights high, you've got to set your standards high, and my imagination's been going wild for the past week thinking about this place. There's nothing wrong with setting your sights high and thinking that you're going to get a perfect photo, because photography is totally subjective, so everybody's got a different opinion. But I think I'm feeling like this wee walk up the side of the river might be very beneficial, and I think I might just find that perfect photo. I've been thinking about it for a while. I've been thinking about it all week, to be honest. I kind of had a rough idea of what it kind of looked like, so it's good to let your imagination kick in early, and then you get all the ideas and you're kind of prepped for your trip out.
So hit me up, you know it's all I'm waiting for. Oh, would you hit me up? I've been waiting my whole life, oh, for you to hit me up. I've never felt this way. I wanna turn back time, send me some heartbreak. Oh, would you stay for me if I let you in? So secretly, yeah, my melody, yeah, my melody.
What do you need for a perfect photo? Location to start off with, and as you can see, it's a really bonny location. This at the start of the walk there's a castle, there's a Cortachy castle, plus there's a church there as well right beside it, and a nice big road bridge that goes over the river. But we'll catch that on the way back, I think. Don't peak too early, but with views like this is just the start of the walk. Hopefully we're in sight to be very productive today. Hopefully. Aye. That perfect photo. Has anybody ever got that perfect photo? Oh no. I thought I have a few times, but what I think it should be pretty good today.
My melody, would you stay with me if I let you in? I just like the way you are, yeah. All the ways you blow my mind, yeah. People always told me I need someone like you, someone who gets me and someone who's cool, yeah. And I like the way you are, and now I want it all. The way you move, I've been following every
walking along, and at the side of the path there's thousands of spider webs. Because it's that early in the morning and you've got the dew, the mist, it was obviously kicking about earlier and the moisture coming out of the ground. It's illuminated them all with bits of water so that you can see them, and it looks like a pretty little flower bed. I'm going to have a wee go. I'm shooting at f-stop 5, ISO 100, and I've dropped the exposure down to, the shutter speed down to 1/60th of a second, just so that I can bring it back up maybe in the post-editing. I'm going to get a wee bit closer, I think. What next would be on the list for a perfect photo? Elements, sunshine, woodland, the river, all these things mixed together could make the perfect photo. My head being numb because it's so cold doesn't help to make a perfect photo. Lost my tummy, my head's a bit nippy. But never mind, that's what I get for being bald, I suppose. Traipsing about this woods, the sun's coming up. And I'm hoping that we're kind of going to start coming up a bit, because we went down towards the river and we're kind of sheltered from the sun, we're hidden in the shade, so I'm looking, I hope we go around this corner and hopefully it opens up. We might get the kind of elements in our photo. It's all something to try and mix about with, try and get a bit of both maybe, instead of just shooting for the water, try and get a bit of the woodland in the water. I know it sounds, well, that's quite simple, that's quite a simple thing to do, but do it differently. Don't just take the photo and hey, the woodland in the background, maybe get right down to the crease where the woods reaches the river. Try and get as close as that point as you can, and then you can try and get a completely different framed photo than what you would standing away up here on the bank. And it's all about using your head, use your imagination, think different, think outside the box, use the elements that you've got at your hand, merge them together and see what you can get. There's a wee waterfall over there I can see just trickling down through the trees, but we'll keep wandering, we'll keep exploring, we'll keep the imagination going while we're walking, and see what we can produce. Lines, things like this, straight lines that are maybe a wee bit unnatural, always help to make a good photo. Not the fanciest of bridges, but it gives you an idea of what it can kind of look like to have something with parallel, identical sides. It just gives a good effect on a photo. This is kind of a basic bridge. Wouldn't really class it as perfect photo material, but there are heaps of places around here. I'm just going to have to keep exploring. I'm a bit disappointed that it's down in the kind of in a creek here beside the river, so I'm going to start heading back down the other side. Hopefully that's a wee bit higher up, looking over the river, and I'll get the sunshine shining over. It's an exploration kind of thing, so trial and error, look about, see what we can get, and that's the fun in it, isn't it? It's how it makes it exciting. It's never been here before, never been to this location before, and it's a mystery. It's a bit stressful at times, but it's exciting as well, and it's fun, and you get a wee buzz out of it. If you're into photography, you'll know what I mean. So we'll keep going, we'll crack on. This was just to kind of show you a kind of leading lines example But we'll go over the bridge and we'll walk that way, and we'll go back around and we'll see what we can get that way. Come on, let's go. As you can see, everything's starting to fall and everything's starting to change colour. At this time of the morning, the sunshine going through the trees really does kick that off. I mean, even a wee scene like this with a fancy tree down the bottom there, and then you've got the oranges in the background on just some of the trees where they're starting to change. The change of seasons is one of the best times for photography, and from summer to autumn really does kick things off, and it really does just set a different contrast to the woodland walk, and it gives your photography some more depth, gives your photography some more colour, and it gives your photography some more excitement. Plus it gives yourself a wee bit of excitement if you like the change of the seasons from spring to summer and summer to autumn and autumn to winter. At the points where it starts to change, that couple of weeks of the transition between the colours really is exciting. And I've maybe not got from the walk that I've done so far, because we're actually just about back at where the castle is. I've not really got the photos that I wanted in the woods there. The colours have been bra, the colours have been fine, the colours are changing, but it's just too far down and out of the sunshine for my liking. So I'm going to head back towards the castle, and hopefully I'm going to get all the things that I've talked about on this walk merged into one around that area. It's a more open space, more sunshine, more light, which will be beneficial. Plus I think we'll get the sun kissing off all the trees, and it will really illuminate all the colours from the change of the season from summer to autumn. Come on, let's go. Another kind of key item or element that you would want in your chase for the perfect photo, as long as I didn't slide down this banking, is a structure. So we've got beautiful Cortachy castle there behind us, stunning castle, and I'm going to try and work my way around to get around to the other side of the river. But we've got the leading lines of the river cutting diagonally across the picture. To a certain extent it's going from right to left with the structure behind, which sets up a really nice photo, especially with the dew on the grass just now. It's still quite early in the morning, and the temperature's dropping these days as well. We're into September now, we're halfway through September now, so everything's changing. You can see the colours in the trees going, so we're getting colours changing, we're getting leading lines, we're getting diagonal subjects, and we've got masonry structure of a bonny white castle at the bottom there. And as I'm looking over the river to the other side, and you can see the golds and the greens and the trees, and it really is looking stunning, and the sun's just kissing the grass and kissing the east side of all the foliage and trees. I think if we head over there, we might get a combination of, I know we've got a nice combination here of 1, 2 leading lines, 1, a diagonal subject going across the picture, 2, which is the river, 1 leading lines of the river as well. The structure, the masonry structure at the back, and the change of colour in the trees, I think it's going to set up for a really good picture. So I'll take a picture here, ISO 100, f. F8, ISO 100 and 1 an 80th of a second. So we'll take a couple of photos. I had to change the shutter speed there to 320th of a second, just because it's so bright. We'll go and try and get to the other side of the river now, I think.
So hit me up, you know it's all I'm waiting for. Oh, would you hit me up? I've been waiting my whole life, oh, for you to hit me up. I've never felt this way. I wanna turn back time, save me some heartbreak. Would you stay for me if I let you in? So secretly, yeah, my melody, yeah, my melody. Would you stay with me if I let you in? I just like the...
So I went full circle here at Cortachy, chasing a perfect photo, looking to try and get a perfect photo, discussing what kind of things that you would need to put together, what components you would need in photography to get that one good photo. And I've done a whole circuit and I'm back to the beginning, and I've got a good few photos, don't get me wrong, but I don't think I've got that perfect photo, definitely not with all the combination of stuff that I wanted to get in it. A wee bit disappointed, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. So, hey ho, we'll see what the photos look like at the end. I'll put them up through the video in the positions that we took it in, and we'll go from there. But that's it. That's another place done. A wee bit disappointing outcome, but it's been fun and it's been very informative, and it's been a lesson learned maybe to maybe do a wee bit more research instead of just going in blind to the location that you want to go to. But if you're liking these videos, guys, remember like and subscribe on YouTube and comment underneath the video that you're watching just now. And it always helps, and it lets me show that I've got a bit of backing, and I'll keep up trying to get to locations like this, because it is a bonny location and it's a good idea for folk in this area where they want to go to.